Welcome back. This is Sports Tonight. We're broadcasting live from Channels TV Sports Center in Lagos, Nigeria. Taking a look at everything that is going down in your world of sports. We're also monitoring what's going on in the UEFA Champions League. Let's get on with the show now. I told you before the break that we'll meet officials of the Amateur Bodybuilding and Fitness Federation in Nigeria. Now, they are a body charged with the responsibility to supervise, regulate, and organize our fitness-related activity in Nigeria. And all of us will know the essence of being fit, right? So let's meet the organizer. Soye Elekima is the president of the federation, and Benga James is the media officer. Soye and Benga, good to have you on Sports Tonight.
Yeah, good evening. We're glad to be here.
They're big guys also. I ain't scared. Talk about bodybuilding and fitness. Soye, tell me about the federation. What do we know about you guys, and how do you guys operate?
Now, first, let me just take you back to what bodybuilding is. You know, bodybuilding is a strength program. It's a cause of strength development. Many youths today find it a very attractive activity, even at their own private expenses. And there is therefore the natural tendency for such youths to direct such strength to develop to other unwholesome ventures, which is not acceptable. So this fact, among others, justify the need for the establishment of the Amateur Bodybuilding and Fitness Federation of Nigeria, that is charged with the duty to program, monitor and control the trainings and competitions of these athletes. In addition to the laurels the athletes attract to Nigeria after international events, just like the one we just came back from the United States, where David Ekpe won the MPC overall championship. We just came back and preparing for the next event. So that's what the Federation has been doing over time. And it's quite unfortunate that we are not getting the necessary support we need to get. And believe me, if government do not see the opportunity to harness and explore the manpower potentials of these youth, we may be unwillingly encouraging a widespread production of criminals and outlaws that will be available at the beck and call of every mischief maker. So for that reason, that is why the Amateur Bodybuilding and Fitness Federation has been charged with the responsibility to put things right.
That sounds good. Benga, let me get you talking. With what Soye just said, it seems there's just benefits tied around bodybuilding. Well, what about the fitness aspect?
Oh, so much. I mean, we all know what fitness stands for. Fitness, in other words, means wellness. Fitness, in other words, means healthy living. You understand? And you know, when you remove wellness and healthy living from life, then life becomes lifeless. So it's as important as life itself. And for you, if you're not fit, you can't even enjoy life. I don't know if you've ever seen somebody who leads a sedimentary life. And when you see them bloated out of shape, struggling to be able to move their limbs and all that, and you begin to ask questions, what quality of life is this person leading? So you cannot overemphasize the importance of fitness.
The federation has been in existence for over 10 years in Nigeria. So you guys have passed a bill at the National Assembly. What is it about?
Yeah, the bill was passed at the National Assembly. First, let me just take you to somewhere. You know, the president not being a fitness expert, the president not being a medical doctor, came in divinely to say that Nigerians need to be healthy for us to make a better nation. That was the admonition he made. Now, also following the fact that teaching hospitals, major teaching hospitals in Nigeria, carry out a research and now said 90% of Nigerians who die of sudden unexpected death are heart-related issues, die of heart-related issues. And for that fact, it is important for Nigerians, for we to take proactive steps in achieving a better healthy lifestyle of Nigerians.
Okay.
Now, first, the celebration of the National Fitness Day is already observant in other parts of the world. So to this end, we aim in collaboration with other stakeholders to see how Nigerians are going to also celebrate the National Fitness Day to reduce the rate of mortality and morbidity in the country.
What do we do on that day?
Now, on that day, we have several activities. We're going to have, it's going to be like a wing-long activity. We're going to have the low sugar, low salt day. First, let me take you to what's going to start, how this program is going to start. We're going to have what is called the Great Swapathon. The Great Swapathon is the 50 billion naira worth of voucher for 5 billion Nigerians worth 10,000 naira without government
financial input.
Yes, government is going to add, government is not going to add any financial whatever, and taxpayers' money are also okay with them. 10,000 naira, 20,000 naira to each Nigerian, swapping them from an unhealthy lifestyle to a healthy lifestyle. This voucher is going to be used during the expositions. Now, the second day is going to be low sugar, low salt, where all Nigerians will reduce their salt and sugar intake, because salt is a water retentive agent. So the more salt you take, the more you have your weight begin to, the more you begin to deposit excess calories, which will not be too good for your limbs. Now, the next day is going to be No smoking, no drinking. I think that will help also reduce the level of accidents that we're going to have that day.
No drinking?
No smoking.
It affects fitness?
Yes, it affects fitness to some extent. Of course it does. Because it raises your blood, your BP up, which is not too good for you when you want to find yourself in any form of cardiovascular training. So you have to reduce on that. Now the next day is going to be what we call the fit gift, where you need to give gift to somebody, something that has to do with fitness. Either you give them a trainer, give them a towel, whatever that has to do with fitness, fitness related.
I give someone a treadmill and he gives me a shoe.
Yeah, it goes.
It doesn't.
Now, where is going to be like the grand finale of the whole thing is, you know, the clergies, the politicians, the celebrities, the business tycoons are influencers of the mainstream Nigeria. Now the International Federation is going to be doing that in collaboration with us. We need to nominate and vote for the fittest Nigerian based on participation and involvement in fitness activities. Who is the fittest politician in Nigeria? Who is the fittest celebrity in Nigeria? Who is the fittest business tycoon in Nigeria? And who is the fittest clergyman in Nigeria?
That's a lot of work. So, yeah. But let's hold on that. This federation have a whole lot of work to do. Benga, let's talk about this advocacy for the adoption of the National Fitness Day. At what level is it at the National Assembly?
All right. So you already gave the background. I mean, giving justification for this advocacy. Now, talking about where we stand on the legislative front now. Well, the advocacy and the bill proposing the adoption of a National Fitness Day in Nigeria, the activity it's on in the lower chambers, that's the House of Representatives. It has a sponsor there. The sponsor is the person of Honorable Doye Diri, who represents the Yenegua Opokuma Kulukuma constituency, Bayelsa State, in the lower chamber. Now the bill has successfully passed the second reading stage, only pending for the public hearing stage. Now, but what we are trying to do is that while we are expecting that to go through the whole hog of the legislative process and it gets passed into law, we are even ready as a federation and like-minded Nigerians to jumpstart all of that and have a celebration this year. Now, if we have this celebration, it gives everybody a clear picture of what it looks like.
Right.
And you also see the attendant benefits of having a National Fitness Day. People ask this question oftentimes, a National Fitness Day, if it's just one out of the possible 365 or 360 days in the year, of what impact is it? But I tell you something, by the time you have a week-long activity, it trickles down all through the year. For example, now, if on that day, the day of the fit gift, I decide to give you a running shoe, each time you go through where you keep your shoes and you say the running shoe, Benga gave me this running shoe, I need to organize to at least run once or twice in a week. You are beginning to do something. You understand? If I give you a piece of apparel and each time you see it, something comes to your mind, I need to do something with this. So you discover that if you have a day that you set aside to celebrate it, you drum up a lot of support for the subject matter, which is fitness.
That's right.
And that support drummed up on that day lives with you throughout the rest of the year.